The best run for the entire game was Trey Lance. Now, this is a clip here from our Patreon. The 3rd and 13 rush. I thought this was so key and should be if the 49ers won or even scored on this damn drive. This would have been like one of the key turning points.
Oh, here we go. Not if you got a quarterback like this, man. Best run of the day for Trey Lance. Incredible job. And, it's a designed run. You could tell because you see the linemen coming out, getting downfield. If they get downfield like this and it's a pass play, it's a penalty. Everybody's blocking. So they're going to back up and play, cover 3. Let them go ahead. Let them go ahead. Ooh, look at the little juke. Look at the little juke from Trey. Ooh, gave him the dead leg.
Now, the new intro that Juan Solis made, that's that little whoo. He got one, and that's the thing. He took a huge hit, but he got the first down. Like, I don't know, man. I'm kind of changing my tone on the amount of rush attempts Trey Lance has and how many he's going to continue to get. I think Kyle's going to keep running them. I really, really do. I don't think he's going to pull it back, especially with Jimmy G on the back burner. I think that just gives that little bit extra cushion. Not saying I agree with it. I just think Trey's going to keep running him. Kyle's going to keep running Trey and keep running Debo like crazy. Are you concerned about either one of them and those touches and those hits?
I am concerned with a little bit of the way Trey Lance, because he also scrambles. So you have to add those on top of his normal design runs. I think, Kyle would love to give those design runs, 5 to 8 a game. I think he likes them. The power inside the goal or inside the red zone looked really good as well. I think they did a pretty good job. My problem is, how long can he take these hits? Because Justin Fields didn't really take the hits. He was taking hits when he slid. He was doing a good job of making sure he didn't take direct hits, where Trey took some. Now, some of the reason he did is because he was powering to get first downs, which I appreciate. I love the competitor in him. I just don't know if that's sustainable for 17 games. I'm hoping we don't have to see very many times of him getting hog-tied with his head forced into the ground late in the football game, because I just want him to stay healthy. But I do understand that right now, especially with Elijah Mitchell out, unless they can manufacture a run game, they're going to need Deebo Samuel and Trey Lance to get those extra yards.
Yeah, it's interesting. Now, if we look at just some NFL ranks, all right, which just came out on Pro Football Reference. The defense was incredible. They've allowed the fewest yards in the NFL. They only gave up 204 yards. The fewest passing yards, only 105 passing yards. It's crazy the narrative that goes out about Justin Fields versus Trey Lance. Justin Fields was bad, but he did have those 2 giant broken plays. Those were great plays. But the rest was all penalty yards. Like, he threw for 100. There was a point in the third quarter where he had 6 passing yards. Like, I don't understand how this narrative of like whatever Trey Lance is bad or whatever, and I get it, it's low hanging fruit. Once they kept Jimmy Garoppolo, you knew these things were coming. But man, I don't know. I don't see that.
The 49ers Rush Podcast.